Breaking news: Buhari will put Nigerians into a big trouble as he refused to listen to 106 senators' move and advice concerning the issue of herdsmen crisis in the country. As the security situation in the country becomes there, but the day Nigerian senators have taken a stand to bring an end to this issue that has plagued the nation for a long while. Yesterday, the frequent squabbles caused by the farmers' herdsmen clash, banditry and killings was the main topic of discussion in the Senate. 106 senators sponsored a motion in which they decreed the pervasive insecurity across the country. Senator Ajayi Borofise, the senator representing Ondo North and also deputy Senate leader, was the lead sponsor of the motion, which they titled the general insecurity in Nigeria. The senators in unison expressed concern that the security challenges have led to confusion and misinformation in the country, where there have been reports of insurance of and counter insurance of evictions notices by some ethnic entrepreneurs and groups posing as ethnic nationalists and champions. The majority of the senators therefore called on the federal government to take firm steps to put a stop to the activities of the elders and also the banditries, who makes it a point of duty to continue destroying lives and properties across the country. In the motion, the senator specifically mandated the president to issue an executive order to flush out all criminal elements masquerading as elders from the nation's forest reserves. Senator representing Kogi West, Smart Adeyemi, also advised the federal government to seek foreign help if the situation had proven to be overwhelming for the federal government and the country's security agencies. Speaking further, Adeyemi also advised the federal government to prioritize the insecurity in the country ahead of the COVID-19 campaign, adding that so many Nigerians had lost their lives from insecurity, while so many properties have also been destroyed. In a nation, they specifically called and asked President Buhari to proclaim executive orders to flush out criminals masquerading as elders from our forest reserve. In its final resolution, the Senate further urged the executive to implement the National Livestock Transformation Plan, which is designed to eliminate incessant movement of elders across the country in order to prevent elder-farmer conflicts and activate a more productive livestock in Nigeria. Thank you, viewers, for patiently listening to this news. Wow. This is what I don't like about the president. Do you know what I said, sir? This president is so rude. Nobody can advise him. A lot of people advise him. 106. You can imagine 106 senators advising him on this issue of herdsmen and Boko Haram in this country. But what did he do? He never listened. He kept mute. See, what they are saying is not something meaningful. You can imagine. he will never adhere to it. He will never adhere to it. Buhari is an advocate of sucking dogs and baboons in their blood. He would not even raise a finger as long as the victims are not Fulanis. This is not fair. This is an act of wickedness as far as I'm concerned. It's an act of wickedness. Maybe now that Nigerians are beginning to rise up against his killer herdsmen, then he may be forced to call them to order. But still, we are still open. That's under probability. He will call them to order, or he may not call them to order. That is it. But I'm so surprised that President Buhari is doing all this to his people. You can imagine. Why is it taking, making the lives of Nigerians so, how will I put it? Making their life miserable. This is not fair. He's our president. He should do something about this. He should do something about it by destroying and tackling these so-called herdsmen and banditry in this country. This is not fair. This is absolute wickedness. Should they say they regret ever voting for him? This was not the promise he made to them. He made so many promises to protect and guide them. But now look at it, nothing as such. Instead, he's even giving the so-called bandits and insurgents the rule, giving them freedom to kill as many as possible they can. It's not fair. Look at what happened recently. Yesterday, at the Lekki toll gate, the Occupy Lekki toll gate. Look at, it was the one that sent those policemen to arrest these protesters, these innocent protesters that are willing to save the lives of Nigerian citizens, and he asked for their arrest. You can imagine. Arresting top comedians, arresting people that are so much popular in this country. All for what? A lot of people love President Buhari, but now, for what he did yesterday and what he has been doing by keeping quiet to protect the lives and properties of Nigerians, then the hatred has just begun. The hatred has just begun. This election, this voting can never occur again. They will never vote for President Buhari again. Even the Fulanis, sorry, the Northerners that voted for him, that made him one as the president of this country, have sworn never to support Buhari anymore. You can imagine that. This is not fair. Now, look at what he's doing. What he's doing to Sunday Igboho. Sunday Igboho that is trying to help the country, that's trying to help the Nigerian citizens to be protected by protecting them from these herdsmen. But immediately Buhari heard that it was Sunday Igboho who drove herdsmen out of Oyo State and Ogun State. Look at what he did. He called for the arrest of Sunday Igboho, but as God will have it, he did not succeed. Sunday Igboho is not an ordinary man. He's a man that has so many things. So that is why President Buhari was unable to succeed in arresting Sunday Igboho. You can imagine. I know that whatever President Buhari have in mind for the citizens of this country will never work out. In Jesus' name. So viewers, you have heard it all. What is your take on this news that you just heard? Your comment concerning this news is very much important. Kindly drop them below the comment box. Click on the subscription button as well as the bell button to receive notifications whenever we upload new videos. Thank you.